everybody, welcome back to the weird wild world of Wheeler. Today's video, I'm at National Red Dirt Wildlife Management Preserve here in Kisatchie National Forest in Louisiana. We're in between Alexandria and Natchitoches, Louisiana. This is an area that I've hunted over the years. I haven't hunted here in a while because my lease that I hunt is actually not far from here, and the weekends this is usually open, I'm hunting my hunting lease. But I used to hunt here before I was in a hunting lease, and I've killed some really nice deer in a spot, and figured this would be one of my spot giveaway videos. But instead of just using Google Earth like I normally do, I also have some footage of red dirt, how to get to the spot, and some footage of the spot. So hope y'all enjoy. Let's go, let's see it. So you come down the road right here, and there's gonna be a road here, and you'll see this sign, Red Bluff Campground, 3 miles, Kisatchie. See the 3-mile arrow there? You're gonna turn that away. So here we are. Where my truck is parked at in the video is right here. This is the road you turn on. This is the main longleaf road. This is the road you turn on to go to Red Bluff. So right here, the road splits. And you can see, if you see the sign there, you turn left. Or I should say you stay left. There's a sign that points to it right there. But just keep an eye out. Don't go that way. You want to stay left. So this is where the road splits and you stay left to go to Red Bluff. So there's where I'm parked at, coming in this way. There's the pipeline. That's that side. And that's that side. I've never hunted that side, but what you do is you park on right here. There's actually a spot right there you can park in more in the woods if you want. I just parked right there for now. But you walk down this pipeline, and it goes down into a bottom, and then you go into the woods in that bottom. So as you're driving down the road, it's gonna curve here, and then right here is the pipeline. So, like, this is about where I'm parked in the video, and you walk down here. This is that four-wheeler trail. The bottom is, like, kind of runs like this. Somewhere up, I think it's right here. But yeah, you'll see it in the video. So I'm walking down the pipeline right now. It's probably about, you might be able to see way down there. See way down there, it's probably about 600 yards. But it's an easy walk down the pipeline. And then you cut into the woods. And it's probably about, I don't know, 400, oh look, deer tracks. But yeah, it's probably about, I don't know, you go in the woods 300-400 yards or so, another set of tracks. There are tracks all in the sand right here, down this pipeline. I mean, the whole way down it, there's tracks. While I'm walking down this pipeline, I'll tell y'all a couple little stories. Well, 3 stories actually, because I've killed 3 deer in this spot in a 4-year period of time that I hunted it. And the first time I came with my buddy Brandon and Nick, and I was very new to deer hunting at this point. In fact, I had never killed a deer yet. My first one was in this spot. So this is a spot that I'm giving away that's near and dear to me. And I'm not saying I won't never hunt this spot again. I will. Shit, even in the lease, I come with a crossbow and hunt it, you know, because archery is it's open. You know, not right now. Everything's closed now, but it might be worth it to just hunt a different spot, you know, change it up. But yeah, so we came and we actually camped by where my truck is in the woods right there. We had a little pop-up camper that belonged to my buddy, and we set up. We got good and drunk, cooked the gravy, had a good old time, right? So the next morning we were supposed to hunt a different spot. We weren't gonna hunt where we were camping at, you know. But my buddy and my buddies, they've hunted here a bunch of times and they've killed deer. But it was a little hungover, said it was late waking up. And I was pumped. I had just bought a rifle that week. I just bought a stand that week. And I had sighted in my gun like that Thursday. And this is the Saturday morning. So I was like, I'm going hunting. So I grabbed my stuff, walked down this pipeline, walked into the woods, like I said, climbed a tree. I probably wasn't only but about 200 yards in the wood that time. Climbed a tree in that bottom. And about 10 o'clock or so, 10:30, I'm sitting there and I'm eating some sweet tarts. And I said, what is that looking at me? I put my sweet tarts down. Sure enough, there's a deer staring at me. I'm like, oh. I ended up looking to the right. I picked up my rifle. Bow! Busted him. And so I get all excited. I don't know no better this time, so I climb down. And I run to where I think I shot it at. And I look, no blood. I look around, don't see nothing. Like I said, I'm new to hunting at this point, y'all. I mean, I did a lot of duck hunting at that point, but I'm new to deer hunting at this point. I'm like, oh. So grab all my stuff, grab my stand, I walk back to the truck. My buddy Brandon is sitting on the tailgate drinking beer, talking to some other old boy, and he's like, man, we heard you shoot. Sound like you hit something. I said, yeah. I said, I don't know. I said, I didn't find no blood. I said, when I shot, it bucked. They said, it bucked? I said, yeah, it bucked. No, that means you hit it. I said, well, I didn't. I mean, I said, I didn't know. I was like, if you, oh, so yeah, if it bucks. And I started thinking, I said, that makes sense. I said, so yeah. Brandon said, come on, we're going back. You're going to climb that tree and point me where you shot at. I said, all right. So we walked back to where I was at. I climbed the tree. He started walking. And I realized as he was walking, I was looking in the whole wrong spot. I was probably about 30 yards shy of where I shot. It ended up being about 130 yards shot, 140 yards shot, if I remember right. And I was looking probably at 100 yards. Like, it was way past. He walked another like 30 yards, blood everywhere. I climbed down. We walked for maybe 10 minutes and found it. Boop, there it was. I was so pumped. But anyway, that was my first deer. Alright, so as you're walking down this pipeline, you're going to see this white pole here. That's where it signals where it goes down at into that bottom. Turn around, the road's up there, probably about 500 yards. Maybe a little bit further. 500-600, something like that. But yeah, you walk up here and you'll see it goes downhill. The camera don't do it justice. It's a pretty good drop into that bottom. And what I do is I'm gonna follow this downhill, but you can see it goes down there. That's the bottom. I go about halfway, and that's where I go in the woods at. And then you just go, you know, 400 or 500 yards. I'm gonna do some filming in there too, though. Here's some more tracks, about halfway between that very end of that bottom and where we were just at. All right, so we're about halfway between the very end of the bottom and where it ends at. So this is about where I'd go in the woods at. But what I'm gonna do today, because I'm looking for sheds also, is I'm actually gonna walk in the bottom down here. So I'm in the bottom, and you can see they got some running water. It's all nice, and it's a pretty good little walk just to clear your mind and see the prettiness and get some Mother Nature in you, you know. And who knows, we might even find a shed or two in here. I don't quite know if they've dropped yet. It's middle of February, but it's worth looking. So one of the things you might want to do is also, you know, if you have time, you can come scout. And what you do is you find something like this. You can see, it might be kind of hard to tell on camera, but it comes down, and right here, they've been crossing. And you mark that, because if you know they're crossing right here, they like to follow the same trails. You can mark a tree and set up shop, and that way you already got a tree marked. But yeah, there you go. So where we are right now is about where I killed my second deer. You can see there's a hill right there. Then there's the little creek in the bottom. I set up shop in a tree somewhere around here. I don't remember exactly because it's been about 8 years now. But what happened was, something spooked them deer on the other side of this hill. There's a 4-wheeler trail, and a bunch of people hunt back there too. And 4 deer come running down this hill and into this bottom, and I knew they were either gonna go right or they were gonna come left. Well, they got in that bottom because that's what they'll do sometimes when they're spooked, and they started making their way left. I found the biggest one, a big old doe. It was 4 does, and I waited, and as she was walking, she got past one of these trees, and I smoked her. Boom! She run up this hill and collapsed right under my stand, probably about 10 yards from me, so I didn't even have to look for her. And it was with a 444 that I borrowed from my buddy Nick doing primitive farms. Okay, so in this part of the video, around this area right here, somewhere around in here. So like I said, you kind of, what you do is you cut into the woods around here, and you'll see the creek. You just follow it, and you can set up shop. I killed that doe that I'm talking about somewhere right around here. Huffing and puffing a little bit. Gotta get in shape. I just walked up this hill that comes from this bottom up to about right here, because what I was going to talk about is the 3rd deer I killed in this spot, which is my best deer I've ever killed in my life. It's a 9-point, 180-pound buck, 4.5 years old when they did the teeth on it at the biology thing. It's the deer I have on my wall above the fireplace that we dressed up like Rudolph during Christmas. Well, not Rudolph, but we put a Santa hat on. Anyway, what happened was, I'll flip. You can see there's another little like side creek right here, or branch I guess you'd call it, that runs into that bottom. I set up on this side, and my buddy Timmy was set up somewhere over there, I think. And his little boy, well, he ain't little no more. He's in college now, but back then he was like 12 or 13. He set up shop over there, and we made sure he was safe. He didn't climb too high, but he was hunting with us. And about 7:30, I was eating some Starburst. I used to eat a lot of candy, y'all. I'm trying to stay away from that now. But I was eating some Starburst and saw some brown. I got excited, picked up my rifle. I saw the body and I saw some horns. I couldn't tell how many horns. I shot. Boom! It disappeared. Didn't hear it run. Didn't hear it fall. Didn't hear nothing. Just, it disappeared. I said, huh. So I text my buddy. I was like, I shot. He's like, yeah, I heard. And I was like, I think I got it. I said, I'm going to wait 20 minutes and I'll go check. So I waited about 20, 30 minutes. I climbed down, walked where I shot it. There it was laying dead. I'd hit the damn thing in the head. I must have pulled my shot because I was aiming midsection. But the taxidermist did a good job, fixed them up. But yeah, then we had to drag that son of a gun back to the truck. And it's, I don't know if y'all know, we're in this bottom, it's a steadily uphill incline. So it was like 600 yards. We followed the GPS straight through a bunch of trash and everything. Oh, it was a sucky drag. But great deer, great weekend. The 9-point that I killed, that I'm talking about right now, is probably about right in here somewhere. The bottom kind of does this, and I was set up somewhere in here because Timmy was set up somewhere around here, and his little boy was set up somewhere around here. I think this is that branch, so it's probably about here, maybe ish. So, that's gonna conclude this video of my spot. I'm gonna have all this also. You're gonna see on the video, showing it on Google Earth. So y'all have coordinates. Y'all know exactly where it is. If y'all kill, I want to know about it. Share. I'm sharing with y'all. Share with me. I want to hear the story. Put it in the comments, or if you want friends with me on Facebook, send me a message. I want to hear. I like hearing stories of people killing, especially on spots. I like hearing people catching or killing on spots that I'm giving away. It's good stuff, and I think it brings a good karma. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. We're up to 257. Them numbers are climbing, and I'm happy about that. And I thank every one of y'all that have subscribed. Please like and share with y'all friends. Have a good day, y'all. Bye.